Hi guys, in today's biology lesson, we're going to be looking at nutrition and transport. Let us define nutrition. Nutrition is the process by which living organisms obtain and use food for growth, energy, and maintenance. Types of nutrition. We have 1. Autotrophic nutrition. Organisms make their own food. Example of autotrophic nutrition includes green plants via photosynthesis. Number 2, we have heterotrophic nutrition. Organisms depend on other organisms for food. Example, we have humans and animals. Now, let's look at the types of heterotrophic nutrition. Number 1, we have Holozoic, which involves the ingestion of solid food. Example of organisms which are Holozoic, we have the humans. Number 2, we have the saprophytic. This involves the feeding on dead and decaying matter. Example of organisms which are saprophytes is the fungi. The third type of heterotrophic nutrition is the parasitic nutrition. In this case, one organism known as the parasite feeds on another known as the host and therefore harms it. So guys, let's look at photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants make their own food using sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water, producing glucose and oxygen. The equation used to represent photosynthesis includes 6 moles of carbon dioxide or carbon dioxide react with 6 moles of water in the presence of light and chlorophyll to yield 1 mole of glucose and 6 moles of oxygen. Now, let's look at the key requirements required for photosynthesis to take place. Number 1, we have light energy, that is sunlight. Number 2, we have chlorophyll, which is a green pigment. Number 3, we have carbon dioxide, which can be gotten from the air. Number 4, we have water, which can be gotten from the soil. Now, let's look at the importance of photosynthesis. Number 1, it produces oxygen for respiration. Number 2, it is the basis of food chain. Number 3, it removes carbon dioxide from the air. Let's look at the mineral requirements of plants. Plants need minerals to grow and stay healthy. The main mineral nutrients include nitrogen, which is for leaf growth and proteins, phosphorus, which is for root development and energy transfer, potassium, which is for flowers and fruit growth, calcium, which is for cell wall strength, magnesium, which is for making chlorophyll. When a plant lacks one or more of the required minerals, we term it as deficiency symptoms, and these includes yellow leaves is a source of nitrogen deficiency, poor root growth is a source of phosphorus deficiency. Likewise, weak stems and poor flowering are a result of potassium deficiency. What are the modes of nutrition in animals? Animals cannot make their own food. They use holozoic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition processes includes 1. Ingestion. Ingestion means taking in food. 2. Digestion, which involves the breaking down of food. 3. Absorption, which involves nutrients entering the bloodstream. 4. Assimilation, which involves using nutrients in the body. 5. Egestion, which involves removal of undigested food. Let's look at the feeding habits of some organisms. Number one, we have the herbivores, which eat only plants. An example of this is the cow. Number two, we have the carnivores, which eat only animals. Example of this is the lion. And number three, omnivores, which eat both plants and animals. Example of this is the human, you and I. Classes of food and their sources. There are 7 classes of food. Each plays a specific role in the body. Number 1, we have the carbohydrates, which provide energy. Example of carbohydrates includes rice, bread. Number 2, we have the proteins, which are involved in growth and repair. Example includes meat, beans. Number 3, fats and oils. They are used as energy storage and also provide insulation. Examples include butter and palm oil. Number 4, vitamins. They are used for protection against diseases. Example, fruits and veggies. Number 5, minerals. The body possesses minerals and they are also used for strong bones. Examples, milk and fish. Number 6, water. Water is used for body functions like digestion and temperature control. And the 7th class, roughage, which is also known as fiber, helps in bowel movement. Example of these is vegetables. Let's look at the digestive system and associated glands. Digestion is the process of breaking down large food molecules into smaller absorbable forms. The main parts of the digestive system includes the mouth. This is where digestion begins. The mouth consists of teeth and saliva. The esophagus, which moves food to the stomach. The stomach, which churns food and mixes with acid. The small intestine is where digestion is completed and nutrients are absorbed. The large intestine, this is where water is absorbed and forms feces. And the anus, this is where undigested food is removed. Let's look at the associated glands. Number 1, we have the salivary glands, which produce saliva. Number 2, the liver, which produces bile for fat digestion. And the pancreas, which produces digestive enzymes. Now let's dive straight into the transport systems in plants and animals. We'll begin with plants. Number 1, we have the xylem. The xylem transports water and minerals from roots to leaves. Number 2, the phloem, which transports food from leaves to other parts of the plant. In animals, we'll precisely look at the humans. The circulatory system consists of number 1, the heart. The heart is used to pump blood. The blood vessels, which carry blood. The arteries carry blood away from the heart. The veins, which carry blood toward the heart. And then the capillaries, which are tiny vessels used for exchange. The blood, which transports oxygen, nutrients and waste. Let's look at the transport mechanisms in plants and animals. For plants, we have osmosis. What is osmosis? This is the movement of water through a semi-permeable membrane. The next is diffusion. What is diffusion? This is the movement of substances from high to low concentration. And transpiration. which involves the loss of water vapor from leaves and helps in water movement. For the animals, we have blood circulation. Double circulation is found in humans, that is, from the heart to the lungs, whereby it gets oxygen, and then from the heart to the body, whereby it supplies oxygen and nutrients. Let us now look at circulation in animals. Blood circulates in a closed double circulatory system. So we have the first loop and the second loop. The first loop involves the circulation from the heart to the lungs and then back to the heart. This is used for oxygen exchange, while the second loop involves the heart to the body and then back to the heart. This is used for nutrition delivery. During the course of this video, I'll be asking you some WAEC past questions. Now let's take this one. From 2019, WAEC question 5, and it goes: A. State 4 types of heterotrophic nutrition. B. Differentiate between holozoic and saprophytic nutrition. C. List 2 examples of organisms that carry out this type. Now, what I want you guys to do is to write down these questions, replay this video back, write down the questions, and go ahead to answer them with what you have learnt. Now, let's go ahead to take another past question. From the year 2022, WAEC question 7, and it goes: A. State 3 differences between xylem and phloem tissues in plants. B. What is transpiration? C. List 3 environmental factors that affect the rate of transpiration. Just like the former, go ahead to write down these questions and answer them yourself using what we have learned during the course of this video. Let's proceed. Circulatory system, in-depth explanation. The circulatory system is like a transport network in the body. It carries oxygen, nutrients, water, and waste products to and from different parts of the body using blood. That means blood is the medium through which all of these things are transported. The circulatory system is made up of 1. The heart, which is also known as the pump. As you know, the average heart beats for 72 times per minute. We also have the blood vessels. They are just like transport pipes. And lastly, we have the blood, which is the transport fluid. Now, let's take a look at the human heart, its structure and function. The heart is a muscular organ about the size of a fist, and it's located in the chest, slightly to the left. Its main job is to pump blood to all parts of the body. Structure of the heart. The heart is divided into 4 chambers. We have the 2 upper chambers, known as the right auricle or atrium and left auricle or atrium, and then 2 lower chambers, known as the right ventricle and the left ventricle. What are the key points to note? Number 1, the atria receives blood. The ventricles pump blood out. The right side of the heart deals with deoxygenated blood, that is blood without oxygen, whilst the left side deals with oxygenated blood, blood with oxygen. Let's look at the path of blood flow through the heart. So we are basically going to be taking this step by step, just like a journey, so that you will understand. Number 1, deoxygenated blood, that is the blood from the body, enters the right atrium or auricle through 2 large veins, known as the superior vena cava, which brings blood from the upper body, and the inferior vena cava, which brings blood from the lower body. 2. The right atrium, which contracts and sends blood to the right ventricle. 3. The right ventricle, which pumps the blood to the lungs through the pulmonary artery. Now, what is the pulmonary artery? This is where blood picks up oxygen and releases carbon dioxide. 4. Now, the blood is oxygenated. It returns from the lungs to the left atrium through the pulmonary vein. The left atrium sends blood into the left ventricle. 6. The left ventricle pumps oxygen-rich blood to the rest of the body through the aorta, which is the largest artery in the body. Please take note that the left ventricle has the thickest walls because it pumps blood to the entire body. It needs a lot of force. Types of circulation. There are two types of circulation happening at the same time. That's why we call it a double circulation system. A. Pulmonary circulation. This is the flow of blood between the heart and the lungs. The purpose is to pick up oxygen and remove carbon dioxide. And now the path it takes is from the heart to the lungs and then back to the heart. B. The systemic circulation. This is the flow of blood between the heart and the rest of the body. The purpose is to deliver oxygen and nutrients to the body cells and carry away waste. The path it takes is from the heart to the body and then to the heart. Now let's look at the blood vessels. Blood vessels are like roads or pipelines that carry blood. The blood vessels that we have are the arteries, the veins, and the capillaries. Now let's talk about each of the blood vessels. Number 1, the arteries. They flow away from the heart, and the special feature of the arteries is that they have thick walls which have high pressure. 2, the veins. They flow toward the heart. They have valves with thinner walls. And then 3, the capillaries. The capillaries connect the arteries and the veins together. They they have very thin walls and they are used for exchange of gases and nutrients. In case you might be wondering what a valve is like a gate that prevents blood from flowing backward. Veins have them to help blood flow in one direction. Now let's look at the components of blood. The blood is made up of four main parts known as the red blood cells. The acronym for this is RBCS, which carries oxygen using a red pigment called hemoglobin. 2. The white blood cells with the acronym WBCS. This is used to fight diseases and infections. 3. The blood platelets, which help in blood clotting when you have a wound. 4. The plasma, which is a pale yellow fluid that carries dissolved substances. The dissolved substances may include nutrients, waste, hormones, etc. With all these functions, let's look at why the circulatory system is important. Number 1, it delivers oxygen and nutrients to cells. Number 2, it removes carbon dioxide and waste. Number 3, it helps in maintaining a steady body temperature. Number 4, it protects the body through white blood cells and clotting. We have come to the end of today's theoretical lecture, having looked at transport and circulatory systems with their subtopics respectively. Now let's go ahead to take some past questions which involves these topics. WAEC past questions on circulatory system. Number 1. As I read through this question before we proceed, do make sure to try and get the answers in your head, and then compare to see if you are right or wrong. So let's go. Which of the following sequences correctly describes the flow of blood through the heart and lungs? A. From the right atrium to the right ventricle to the pulmonary artery to the lungs to the pulmonary vein to the left atrium and then to the left ventricle. B. The right atrium to the left atrium to the pulmonary vein to the lungs to the pulmonary artery to the left ventricle to the right ventricle. C. The left atrium to the left ventricle to the pulmonary artery to the lungs to the pulmonary vein to the right atrium to the right ventricle. D. From the right ventricle to the right atrium to the aorta to the lungs to the pulmonary vein and then to the left ventricle. Is your answer option A, B, C, or D? I'll give you 30 seconds to make your choice. The answer is option A, and 30 seconds is quite long. So I'll be giving you 10 seconds to make your option. Question 2. Which of the following best explains why the walls of the left ventricle are thicker than those of the right ventricle? A. It pumps blood a shorter distance. B. It receives oxygenated blood. C. It pumps blood to the whole body. D. It receives blood directly from the lungs. Pick your option. And the answer to this is option C. It pumps blood to the whole body. Let's take some questions on nutrition and transport. Number 1. 2008 WAEC Biology Theory. Question 1. Explain the following modes of nutrition which occurs in plants. I. Autotrophic, II. Chemosynthetic, and III. Carnivorous. B. Give one example of a plant which undergoes the modes of nutrition listed in A above. Number C. Describe 3 ways by which nitrogen is added to the soil for plant use. And then state 2 ways by which nitrogen is lost from the soil. Go ahead to write this down in your book and try to answer the questions. Question number 2, taken from 2001 WAEC Biology Theory. Question 1. Draw and label the mammalian heart. II. Explain briefly pulmonary circulation in mammals. And then B. State 5 processes by which the mammalian body reduces its temperature. Now you just focus on the part A of this question. Go ahead, go and learn how to draw the mammalian heart and also how to label it. From 2019 WAEC Biology Objective. Question. Higher organisms use a transport system and not diffusion only to distribute nutrients because A. The ratio of their surface area to the volume is small. B. Metabolic waste products diffuse to the surface of the organisms. C. The rate at which nutrients and other substances diffuse increases. D. Substances diffuse through numerous cells. And E. The internal structure of the organisms are in direct contact with the environment. The correct answer to this is option A, which is the ratio of their surface area to volume is small. Another question taken from last year's WAEC, that is 2024 WAEC biology objective. Which of the following functions is associated with calcium in plants? A. Formation of cell wall. B. Formation of ribosomes. C. Formation of proteins. And D. Formation of cell membrane. The correct answer is A. Formation of cell wall. Another 2024 WAEC biology objective question. The source of energy required by plants during food production is dash. A. Photosynthesis. B. Chlorophyll. C. Sunlight. D. Microorganisms. The answer to this is C. Sunlight. Question number 7. Which of the following statements is true about transpiration? A. Loss of water in the form of vapor from the surface of the leaf. B. Loss of water in the form of vapor from the surface of the root. C. Absorption of water in the form of vapor from the body of the plant. D. Movement of water through the body of the plant. The answer to this is option A. Loss of water in the form of vapor from the surface of the leaf. Question number 8 from 2024 WAEC biology objective. Which of the following blood vessels carry oxygenated blood into the heart? A. Pulmonary vein. B. Anterior vena cava. C. Pulmonary artery. And D. The aorta. The answer to this is A. Pulmonary vein. Let's take another question. 2024 WAEC biology objective. Question. The pulmonary artery carries A. The oxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs. B. Oxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs. C. Oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to the right auricle. D. Deoxygenated blood from the left ventricle to the right auricle. The answer to this is option A. Deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs. Let's take the last question. Which of the following statements about the lymphatic system is not correct? A. The lymph vessels are always larger in size than that of the arteries. B. The flow of lymph is assisted by general muscular movements. C. Lymph flows only in one direction due to the presence of valves. And D. The lymph is emptied into the blood circulatory system through a vein. The answer to this is A. The lymph vessels are always larger in size than that of the arteries. With that, guys, we have come to the end of this tutorial. If you know you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and also subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.